Hey, it's just a wonderful day here. I just wanted to share about recognizing that what's behind you is in the past. A lot of times I can sit around and judge myself for past choices, past mistakes, past relationships, past associations, past friendships, past anything before now. And I sit and I often would criticize myself. But what I am learning now since coming to the things of the Lord is that my past does not define my future. So when I look at what's behind me, it doesn't even matter because what's ahead of me is so great. And what's ahead of me is greater than what's been behind me. And if you really understand that it doesn't matter how many mistakes you made, doesn't matter how many times you fall down, doesn't matter how many times you have to re-encourage yourself to keep moving forward. All of that is in the past. It doesn't matter. What matters from those lessons is what you've gained and how you move forward. We can all say, oh, I've learned this, this, and this, but in retrospect, when we take our lessons, we should still apply those past lessons to present day. Meaning we take what we've learned and apply it and then learn from it and go forward so we don't repeat the same thing. It doesn't mean that we won't be presented with the same situation, doesn't mean that we won't have the same type of occurrences or we meet the same type of people or we have those same experiences. But what's going to matter is how we interact in those moments. What's going to matter is how we engage in those times and how we respond. And what I've been learning is that I can choose to respond when I'm upset, or I can choose to respond when it's appropriate, or wait until the Lord says, okay, now you can say something. And sometimes that's hard. It's not always easy to be quiet. It's not always easy to take your opinion and hold it inside of you, or take your opinion and say absolutely nothing because someone's doing something or because you feel some type of way. And sometimes it's hard. And I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it's easy. No, it's not. That would be such a lie to sit here and say, oh, it's easy to not say anything. Oh, it's easy to not have feelings, or it's easy to withhold my emotions. No, but because I have said, okay, I want to live my life in a full surrenderance to what God has for me, it's becoming more easier to say that. And I'm not saying that it's easy now. There's a lot of times right now when I want to go off on people and I have to say a quick prayer and say, God, keep my mouth shut. Because what I want to say is definitely none of him. Because Tamika said what Tamika want to say. Somebody's feelings can get hurt. So I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to cause offenses. Yes, I have caused offenses in the past. Yes, I have said things in the past. Yes, I have done things to offend people. I have said things where people have misunderstood me. I have said things where I intentionally will say things for people to misunderstand me. Okay, like everybody knows, there's a way you can say things when people ask you questions and you low-key, not even low-key, you really just try to avoid really answering the question. Even for those things that I've done in the past, that even wasn't okay. And where I am now, I recognize that all of that is not good. But every time, like, God's grace and mercy still would cover me. And I'm just grateful for the work that he's doing inside of me. I'm grateful for the person that I'm becoming. I'm grateful for the woman of God that is starting to come out of me. I'm grateful for every experience. I'm grateful for everything that God has ever done in me and is still doing in me. So you can look at me where I am right now and say, okay, this is where she is, or I talked to her before and that's what she did then, or that's what she did now, and oh, she just says that. No, you can take it for what you want, but when it's all said and done, God's going to get the glory out of my life. When it's all said and done, I'm still a book being written, so. And as you read my book that's being written, I want you to always remember, don't ever look at Tamika, because Tamika can always make mistakes. Tamika is not an infallible human. Tamika is not infallible. The only person who is perfect, only person who ever lived his life to where he didn't sin was Jesus. And Jesus is the only person that we all should be looking to. We all profess that we are saved, we are believers of Christ, or anything like that, then the only person who is without sin is Christ, and we are to strive to be like him every day. And for me to continue in my striving to be like him every day, that means I have to die daily. And in dying daily, it means that I have to put myself aside. It means that I have to say, Tamika, sit down. Tamika's thoughts, be quiet, and take on the mind of Christ. So I hope this encouraged you. I hope this blesses somebody today. This is just my thoughts today. I'm just sitting here waiting to go into the doctor. Really don't really care what they got to say, because I believe the report of the Lord concerning myself. And I will share about that another time. But y'all have a blessed day. This was 5 minutes, a little bit too long, but it's okay. You guys, peace out.